Nice one, yeah. So pretty much any of the white light on the overhead panel, we just extinguish.
Right.
You've already done the crew supply.
So we've got the fuel states sorted out now. You're going
Yeah,
to
that's all.
produce any, or
That's all been filled. It's 9.5 tons.
okay, so
Yeah. So that just puts all the fuel pumps on now that we're fully fueled. Could probably start the APU.
APU start?
Yeah. Just so when we push back, because that's something that it's a very red-faced moment if you forget.
Right, yeah.
And they pull, pull the external power out, and that's it. It's gone. Yeah, good stuff. I think the stuff down here is all set. Yeah, nothing we need to do until we get going.
Yeah, flap open.
Good stuff. That should be all covered on. That gives us a bit of air conditioning as well. Good. We are getting there. So normally, whilst we're kind of waiting for these to come back, we can fill in the
Right.
the MCDU. So you can press the FMCG button at the top there. Yeah, awesome.
So all good there.
So that page is just literally we're just checking that the nav's in date and we've got the right engines on the aircraft, etc. So what we normally do, so that's the data page, and then we go to init,
Right.
which is the next one, and then we'll put where we are and where we're going in the 4-letter EGMT and then a slash. That's the one. Perfect. Excellent. Flight number, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, you shut on. I can't remember what the usual flight number is. Let's just do 1510. That'll do.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no problem. That's all good. Nice. Good stuff. Cost index, whatever you want it to be. I think it's up number 1 to 99. I think you can have.
Yeah, I'll just do 30 maybe.
Yeah. Nice average.
Cruise altitude 250.
Yeah, I mean you could even go up.
Probably go up a bit higher than that.
Probably the ceiling's probably about 35, probably for this sort of route. I think that's what I'm getting here anyway. It'll come up with a recommended, so you can almost
try 270.
Yeah, try that.
And
temperature there'll be about minus 45, I think. Good.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the flight plan page. Which is that one, yeah. And then we'll click on EGNT, departure. We'll be going off 07 because it's just sitting behind us. It's the Curly 1 Tango, yeah.
Curly 1 Tango.
And I believe the stop out, or the limit is 80 on the alt, so we can set 8,000 in there. Then that just gives us our first limit.
Right.
And then that should be all right to temporary insert on the right hand side there. Right. So what we'll do is we then click on Girly and then Airways. That's the one. So via we want the P18. And that will take us to Listo, L-I-S-T-O. And then we want to be on, we'll go direct to Honolulu, so you can just insert that bit and then scroll down. I think you just need to use the up arrow until we get to the discontinuity, if you like.
Yeah.
Listo, yeah, there we go. And then you can put HON on the scratch pad. And then pop it where that flight plan discontinuity is. That looks, yeah, the 113651, that's the one. Excellent. So that's aligning in 4 minutes, that's good. And then you can temporarily insert that. And then we will then go on to EGLL in the bottom corner there. Arrival. We will go on 09 left because then you get fly over the city.
09 left.
And we want to scroll down until we get Honolulu 1 Hotel. That's That's the one. And then approach vias, which is the second button down on the left. We want Bovingdon, which is BNN.
Oh, Bovingdon, yeah.
And that just puts us on a transition of the approach, yeah, and we can insert that. And then that's the route.
Right.
So basically this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
2 seconds, just to give you an idea. So our departure takes us to Gurley, kind of brings us out down to here.
Right.
We're going to line down to Pole Hill, Listow, that's the Papa 18,
Right.
and then down to Honolly, which is just south of Birmingham,
Right,
Coventry area. And that's where we pick up the arrival.
Right.
So we'll probably be descending around
about that point.
that point, yeah.
Yeah.
So what we do now is we go back onto the init page.
Okay.
And then we scroll along using the right arrow onto page 2. And then our zero fuel weight is 57.2, and then we put /30. There we go at the top, and then we just have to put how much fuel we've got on, which is just rounded up to 9.4.
So 9.4.
9.4
in the
yeah.
block, right?
In block, yeah, that's the one. Perfect. That just tells us the weight.
Right.
Then normally from that, we'd take the takeoff weight, put it into a calculator,
Right.
along with fuel and passenger and cargo figures, calculate it all up, and then we can go to the performance page.
Right.
It's pretty standard for this weight, but the speeds that we would have got out of the calculator would be V1 is 135, V rotate is 138, and V2 will be 141. And you can take off in whatever flap setting you like.
I think one will do.
Go number 1, and we can either go Toga, which is full power, or you can put a flex 10 pin. It'll probably be around, I'd probably say 50, 58. I
So
think.
we just go full Toga.
Full Toga, yeah.
So
A bit more fun, isn't it?
we just leave, just leave
A bit more
the
noise.
exactly.
They annoy the engineers.
So we leave the flex 10 blank.
Yeah,
then?
that just
Right.
automatically means that it'll not, the auto thrust won't kick in until you select
Right.
Toga. Right, that's the route done. That's pretty much the box done. The only thing that we would do in the airlines is we go into secondary flight plan.
Yeah, and then do a backup and then do
Yeah.
a go round scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like almost like I mean, at EasyJet we have what we call an engine out SID,
Right.
an engine out departure. So if we lost an engine, once we've dealt with it, we've got the engine secure. We'd then activate this, and it would put us to a hold near where we'd taken off from.
Right.
But I don't think you want that to happen today.
No,
do you?
no emergencies today.
No, not today.
Maybe on the next one.
There we go, so these should be coming on now. That's our route coming on. To control your display pages, it's just all here.
Right.
So whichever you prefer, really. And mine's just come on as well, so that's good. So that's the box. Very nicely done. We've got an APU.
That was top of descent.
That's right, yeah, just above Honolly, yeah.
Right.
That's a good guess, actually. I just looked right. Yes,
Okay,
there's
so
Bovingdon. That's the
bottom right turn round.
Nice
There's a circuit
transition.
pattern there. Got it.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, looks good.
Normally in airports you wouldn't do that, but
Right.
Heathrow is one of the only airports where you will follow the whole transition in,
Yeah.
because it's how they space you out.
Well, depending on how busy it is.
Exactly, yeah.
Vectored in or
Yeah,
whatnot.
pretty much. But yeah, if you're happy with that, that's pretty much the box. Just a final few things before we go. You can switch the bleed on. Perfect. Seat belts and no smoking. You can all go to auto or on, whatever you prefer. And we'll just switch the nav lights on and the beacon on, just for because we are going to get ready for pushing
Push
out.
and start.
So APU's on. So what you can do is you can turn the external power off. Please don't go black. Thank you. And I think I had a session in the other day and the APU didn't click on. I pressed the start, but
Right.
it wasn't available. I should have checked, but I said, "Oh, you can disconnect the external box."
And everything just went off.
I was like, "Oh no!" Right, so that should be gone now. We've released that.
I'll do the fire test.
Yeah, you can do all that. You do whatever you need.
list.
That's alright. Cool. Right, so we're all pretty much set up.
Yeah.
If you're happy as well.
Yeah, happy with that for now.
So what we can do is we can now push.
Right. Is the tiller in working order?
That is working order, yes. So that should work nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request that. So if you can, they'd say, oh, click push and start.
Yeah.
We'd then get in touch with the ground crew saying click push and start straight back or left or right. We'll go straight back because it's a bit funny this left hand turn.
Yeah, there's quite a space behind us.
Yeah, there is. So it's a nice one. So they would say release the parking brake, please.
Right.
And that'll be done.
Parking brake off.
Excellent. So what I'll do is that should give us. We should start pushing there. There we go. And then the ground crew say, right, you're clear to start engines in sequence.
Right.
So you can start engine number 1 if you like.
Starting number 1.
That's all checked. Good. And off we go. I'm going to make sure the video is still on. One getting started up nicely. And clear to start number 2 whenever you're ready.
Starting number 2.
Probably stop us in a little while. There's pushback complete. You can set up.
Brake on.
Excellent. Right. So this is the point where you probably say, yeah, we're going to have 2 good starts. Nothing's because the M1's increasing. Say disconnect, and they'll run off and show us the pin.
Shows the pin is all done.
Yeah. So that will come. So it would have had nose wheel steering disengaged there, but now it's not gone. We know we can safely turn the wheels as well. They haven't left the pin in there.
Right.
So that's good. So we can put that back to normal, and then we do the after start scan.
Right.
Which we just arm the spoilers and the flaps into number 1. Auto brake to max. This is all just in case we need to eject.
Yeah, take off there.
And then the takeoff conflict test. Should be all green.
All green.
Excellent stuff.
No blue, as they say. Yeah.
No blue. Yeah. That's pretty much all good.
Can you kill the APU or?
Yes, you can actually. So that would have been as a co-pilot my scan, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Weather radar on TCAS. So the weather radar should be on, and we want this one to come on. That switch at the bottom, and then everything's nice and automatic for us.
Right. Go TARA when we're at the.
Well, yes,
point.
that's right. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so don't let me forget that.
Okay.
So at this point, we'll probably do an after start checklist. Essentially, it is just make sure the config's in the right place, APU's off, and that's all. That's all great.
That's takeoff position 1.
Yeah, perfect. Nicely done. Good. Right, so the runway is going to be kind of a big left turn. So they would say you clear to hold point alpha for runway 07.
I'm trying to get my bearings more standard.
We were on stand number 6.
Right.
So
Okay.
3, where the BA sits, is just that one at the top.
Right.
So 07 is literally on our tail. So there's like a yellow line on your probably 8 or 7 o'clock.
Right. So I'm going to swing to the left.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep. So you're all cleared to taxi, so you can release the parking brake, and it should work nicely. You might need a tiny bit of power, and if the brakes, if you need them, go to the top around the toe brakes. Yeah, very sensitive, isn't it? Yeah. Just follow that round, left and then right. That should take us to the home point.
Hold here, are we?
This is Alpha 2, Alpha 1 is the main home point, but it's all clear. Nothing on the TCAS.
Right.
So they would say BA 1550, you're clear to line up runway 07. Straight line, you can switch all your lights on to take off the strobe. When you're ready. Nice job though, good. Yeah, we'll clear this side. It's all through a wire. Excellent stuff. Good. Yeah. And you can just report when you're ready.
Wing lights, is that normally just for checking for ice and
yeah,
stuff?
that's just for ice, you're exactly right.
Okay. Thrust reduction, what's that? Right, it'll flash up anyway.
Yeah, it'll come leave the climb, but it'll be about 1,500 feet above ground level.
Okay. On the right out. Okay, all looking good. So
Yeah, yeah, clear to take off. That's These ones are mechanical.
Mechanical, yeah.
Yeah. But in the real thing, yes, you're right. It's electrically powered onto
Right.
hydraulically actuated the flight controls. Yeah. So we are at S speed, so we can whenever you're ready, you can do the flaps.
Flaps in.
To 0, and then punch the speed brakes down. Then we're good. If there's anything else you want to in your scans that you normally do, just feel free to do it. You just fly however you're used to it.
Right.
I'm your co-pilot in air traffic control, that's all I am. Just here if you need me to do anything. First constraint's about 8,000. Right. So it'll probably level us off for a bit. Normally, air traffic control say climb open to flight level, whatever it is.
Right.
So it's up to you what you want to do. You can either do all the constraints or we can.
I'll follow the constraints. Is
Yeah.
8,000 at 30, is it? Or?
That's right. If the CSTR button there,
Yeah.
that'll come up with all the speed and. Normally Newcastle are very keen to get rid of you, so they just let you blast through it.
The only thing I forgot to do was the chrono at the start.
Oh, that's right. Well, that was engine start. Yeah, very nice. Nice takeoff though. Really nice. So you've got the city down there. The nice thing about this departure.
St James's Park.
Yeah. If I can call. Get some people like, I don't want to see that.
I'm glad you remember TAR right, because I forgot.
Oh yeah, I just mentioned on the out a constant percent.
Yeah.
It'll give you enough so you can level off, slow down, configure,
And then
get onto the glide. But I'll keep that there. Happy for you if you want to use it for reference. Believe it or not, I don't think I've been here for this.
You haven't though.
I'm surprised actually, because it's quite a good one for like a 90-minute. You can start the plane up, get there, and then
Reasonable time, that's what I thought,
yeah, and then you can taxi in and put it on the gate.
Pretty much do a start and finish.
Start to finish, yeah, exactly right. I mean, we've already been pushed back 39 minutes ago,
Right.
which is pretty good actually, considering we're down probably coming towards Northamptonshire.
I did look at a test run last night, simulator.
Yeah.
I did it. I think it said it did it in 48 minutes, but I think I expedited the descent quite rapidly in the last minute.
Yeah, why not? Get down, diving in.
Yeah. Nothing dangerous, really. Just
Nah, that's what Sim's for. You can test the limits of it, can't you?
yeah.
Don't kill anyone.
Funny enough, they got a thing where you disable where it has the passenger scream in the background. So you hear this scream coming through the speakers.
Gosh.
Needless to say, I switched
I
it
never
off.
thought they'd have that.
Oh god, I think of everything. We've actually got a new thing now where you see the passengers boarding, don't they?
Really?
Yeah.
That's so mad.
Robotic, like, type sort of passengers.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking to do that on these Sims as well. We want all the ground services and
Right.
air traffic control, obviously.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Just to try and enhance it even more, you know,
Yeah.
like you're saying, it's developing so quickly.
Give it another level, yeah.
Yeah, and it just gives it another level. Obviously, it's good for like getting used to the cockpit and you know, being in a 3D environment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just programming it. I think it's an absolute nightmare from what I've heard. I don't do any of it, setting
Right.
up or anything. I just come in and turn it on.
That's the other element though, isn't it? It's just, it's another complicated thing that could go wrong as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does go wrong sometimes. We had to fully reset this a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't happening.
Wasn't playing ball.
Absolutely not.
So that was a fresh reboot.
That's it. So I don't think there's one more question. Once it's 7-0, well, I think, what was the last one? 2.5, so we can probably descend to 7-0.
7-0.
7-0, yeah, 7,000. Transition altitude 6,000 feet, so then we'll turn over to QNH.
I was just about to ask that. I was like, when you go from standard to QNH, is it normally the transitional altitude when you reach it, or just before?
So at EasyJet we do, once the air traffic control has cleared us to an altitude,
Right.
rather than a flight level. So if Heathrow might be, well, we'll be with London now, they might say descend to altitude 5,000 feet, then we would set QNH.
Right.
Or if they haven't, at the transition that altitude at the latest.
Right.
So yeah, it's slowing us down to 220, yeah, as you can see in Westcott. Let's have some more drag. But I just think it's having a laugh. It's doing quite well for how much I had to slow down. It's still
Yeah.
doing 500 feet per minute. That's a good thing. What you brother and his family live down there. They live in Wellingborough, just north of it. I think. Named on Keys. It's always an interesting pattern. That. I always looked at the charts and thought, do they actually do that, or do they get cut off here and then set in? I don't know. I think I've been on the Heathrow flight before with held Covington.
Right.
But that's what it looked like on the flight right now.
That's the clever thing as well today, you know,
say 5,000 and an open descent. Yeah, we'll do that. That's it. And then we can set the Q&H as well, which is 10:30. In altitude. Yeah, we're on the same ballpark now. What I'd probably do now is, as well, whilst we've got the height, is activate the approach. Because then that'll just bring us down to green dot. If you've heard of that.
Remind me again.
So green dot's just the best lift drag speed.
Right.
But it's also a good speed at which you can start configuring. So it's just going to try and slow us down a little bit. It's just going to come down to that green dot. And once it does, yeah.
Pretty good idea.
Yeah, I would even say go down to 3,000 now. Yeah, it's, I think that's what they'd probably do. And if you want to give it a hand, because we're only doing 5 feet per minute, you can always give it some speed brake.
Right.
That should bring it down to speed, and it'll hold it at green dot. You'll start to see the descent rate creep up a bit now. So the hours coming forward, so that's good. So what we've got base leg now, which means the one before final. Everyone has a different idea about how to manage descents.
Yeah.
I'm very conservative. I try and just get down and then shallow it out
Yeah, right.
to make sure I can slow down and get there. But everyone's different. You might prefer a different way.
Normally I would like to get it done way in advance.
Yeah,
rather
same.
than leave it the last
I'm
minute.
exactly the same. Some captains try and be very, very slick, and it just ends up getting a little bit sweaty towards the end, and you just think that was so unnecessary.
Yeah, yeah. I could have done that.
You could have just come back a couple of miles back, and you would have been fine. So what you can do now is you can arm the approach with the lock and the approach buttons. Used to be my favourite buttons when I was playing on the simulators. There we are, yeah, that's away now. We'll probably start configuring actually now, because we're on, there you are, full house.
Right.
So yeah, you're on the approach.
Lock start.
Yep, speed, speed, glide slow, lock start. Perfect. You got full house?
Yeah, flaps 1. So we can get flaps 2, then I'll put the gear down until after flaps 2.
Yeah, I mean we're about 12 miles out, so it'll, yeah, normally we wait until about 5 or 6.
5 or 6
I don't know
miles.
what the rule is in Heathrow.
I think she was about 6, isn't it?
I would have thought, yeah, that's bang on the money, that. Really nice. Very well managed to set that. Did well.
Worked out again.
It did actually, yeah. I wasn't expecting a full house. I thought we might be leveling off for a bit, but that would give us a chance to configure, you know.
Right.
So I mean, you probably could get flap 2 out. I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
close to the
It is
sign,
close, yeah.
but I don't think you're going to lose any more of that. Because I think we're on we're doing 1100 feet per minute, sorry, so
Flaps 2.
normal.
That's right on the
It's on the money, but that would
Doable.
probably be okay. Let's just deal with the food. And the gear just 1,000 feet's the first gate. That's
Right.
normally what airlines say you should be stable at. So everything's green, everything's fine. Speed's coming back to approach speed. So that's fine. But you must be stable by 500. That's what they say.
Right.
If not, you're going to do a circuit.
Not being stable by 500 is very last minute, isn't it?
Very last minute. Yeah, it looks low when you look at it. There we go. So we're coming back.
1,000.
I mean, Heathrow probably not. They'd probably be saying expect a late landing clearance.
Right.
So let the person ahead, the three plane probably ahead of us off the runway. I mean, at this point we should be priority 3 miles out. Yeah, but there probably would have been someone just landing in real life.
In real life, yeah, just ahead.
Yeah, I think they'd probably just be pulling off now. Absolute bang on the money. Sitting in the background. Yeah, you do you, whenever you want. Perfect. You happy with landing and everything?
Yeah.
You won't need me here next time.
400.
Probably now that the clearance.
100 above.
Clearance to land. That's one. Nice one.
200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Yeah, it's flimsy this thing.
Don't think.
There we go. There we are, bit. Reverse green. Spoilers are up.
It's the steering when you're down, isn't it? It's tricky.
Yeah, it's very hard.
I probably should have flared before I went idle. Was that right?
It doesn't. It depends really. It changes every time. In the book, it says kind of as and when, but there's no hard rule that you have to close the power. That's a mistake I used to make when I was first joined. I interpreted it as seeing like both at the same time. But it just depends on the conditions.
It's just to have stopped that balloon effect there.
It's quite difficult, I find, with this in the fixed base because you don't get that movement.
Right.
It's always hard to land in a fixed base. Trust me. Even us professionals who've been doing it for years in the fixed base.
I'm sure we're total fibers, is that?
So it's to the right, yeah. So this is the maintenance and cargo. So follow this kind of. Yeah, the line. What I'll do is I'll as I can with the profile through. So once it's touching. I reset the flight directors, I don't know what everyone else does.
Is that on and off then?
Yeah, I just reset
Off
them.
and then on?
Yeah, that's it. I'll get the APU running actually for you. Yeah, so we're on the link at the minute, which is kind of goes all the way around.
Right.
So T5's just past that way. You can see the second tower.
Yeah.
It's a bit further on than that. Cool. Yeah, bang on 59 minutes. That's a good effort, that. That's a good effort. What I can do is I can get the taxi chart out. Ground charts. Let's see if I can read this. I'm used to Glasgow, Newcastle, Tyne. Yes, no landed on 9 left.
Yeah.
This one we probably came off at around here. So we're on, should be on Alpha.
Alpha, yeah, it's to the left there.
There's a T5 right at the back end. Very quiet night this one. Yeah, so we're probably looking for Charlie or available as well, which is good.
I'm not sure. What were your taxi speed? What would you say is a safe taxi speed around?
I'd say what they do. Yeah, they say the maximum you can do in a straight line is 30.
Right.
Going around the corner about 10.
About 10.
Depends if you like the camera or not.
Yeah, I'll definitely be up for this doing this again.
Yeah, no, it's
Maybe a daytime landing next time.
yeah, I know it's alright. I mean, the landing at night it's easier to kind of see from a distance.
Yeah,
But once you
yeah.
get down onto the ground, like near the flare height, you're getting that black hole effect.
Right, yeah.
So you kind of can't really judge. It's hard to judge where the flare height is. But no, it was a good flight. But you will get a discount code as well for next time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you'll get a follow-up email. There'll be a discount code. So
Excellent.
if you did want to come back,
Excellent.
no.
Yeah, more likely be sort of early springtime probably, I would have thought.
Yeah, it'll be good to have another flight. I think that's meant to be T5 on there.
Yeah. It's got to be the next one, I think. Or maybe the one after
One
that.
of them, yeah. Quite hard to see the signs on the night time. And this it is anyway.
I think they got, is it the 777? It's got it on the...
Yeah,
On the
they've got
dash.
the
Like the
navs,
maps,
on the
sort of,
navs,
yeah.
yeah, it's incredible. You know, I think on a lot of the bigger planes it does. I think you can get added to these, but the budget's definitely on the plane. I think it's on this left, but I think it's the next one. That'll take you around to the runway.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Takes some practice with that steering tiller, I think.
No, it's not that. I think it's the screen as well. It kind of makes your eyes go a bit like, whoa, what's going on here? kind of thing.
Just getting right how much to apply and when to release it.
That's it, yeah. I mean, it's because it's all run, that's again, with it being an Airbus, it's all run through computers, so. Yeah, I think we'll take a right in there and then that line there will take us on
One of the stands there.
the stand. fairly empty, doesn't it? Which is probably quite odd for Heathrow. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Well done. Very good stuff.
Excellent. That was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed
I hope you got out of the session what you wanted to.
Oh, definitely.
Probably helps the.
Well, that's what I envisioned, like planning something from the start to the other end. So.
No, you did a great job. But yeah, like you said, you'll get a discount code. So if you did want to come back and have a go at something else,
Excellent.
it'll be a pleasure having you.
Nice. I just want to take a couple of pictures.
Yeah, I'll get a picture of you in the seat if you like.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, just so you've got something.